Hey everybody, and welcome to Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, the author of The Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss, and this is where I show you recipes that will help you achieve and maintain healthy, permanent, and sustainable weight loss. So today I'm going to show you how to make watermelon wonder salad, and this recipe is from Kale. If you don't know Kale, it's because you don't come to my monthly potlucks at the Library of Cathedral City. So if you live anywhere in the desert, Riverside, San Diego, Orange County, we've had people come from as far as San Luis Obispo and Las Vegas to come to our wonderful monthly potlucks where I do cooking demos, or sometimes we have speakers. Just go to Meetup Healthy Living with Chef AJ and join us. We hope you'll come. They're once a month, either Saturday or Sunday, and they're for lunch, and they're fantastic. Well, Kayla's gorgeous. She's Gary's daughter, and she came up with this salad. And it was really interesting because if you watched episode 131 of Weight Loss Wednesday, the OMG watermelon salad, when I approached the buffet, I thought that's what I was going to be eating because I saw this big, juicy, red, ripe chunks of watermelon with these green herbs on it, and I assumed it was my salad. Lots of people make my recipes for the potluck, so I took a big serving, and I got to my seat, and I'm like, this doesn't taste right. Now, that didn't taste bad, but in my mind, I thought I was going to be tasting OMG watermelon salad, which is lime juice and mint and cucumber and watermelon. I'm like, there's something wrong with this mint. And I'm like, oh my God, it wasn't mint, it was basil. Brilliant. And instead of lime juice, she used balsamic vinegar. So she did a wholly, not that she even based it on my recipe, but it was a whole new twist. And I loved it. I actually ate the whole thing and didn't eat anything else at the potluck. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's really easy. 3 ingredients. I only changed one thing, Kayla, and the reason is Kayla used that wonderful dark, thick, reduced Napa Valley natural balsamic vinegar, which is great. The only reason I'm switching to the California balsamic white vinegar, well, there's 2 reasons, not one. One is because we are now at the end of watermelon season, and the watermelons just aren't as sweet, and white balsamic vinegar is sweeter than dark. They're still around the same calories, 28 to 30 or so per tablespoon. Also, just visually, I just think it looks a little bit prettier, but feel free to use the dark balsamic, or really any balsamic. Raspberry balsamic would probably be great on it. So if you watched episode 131, this will be a little bit of a review, but I'm going to show you the best way, easiest way in my opinion, to cut a watermelon or a cantaloupe or a honeydew or any rolling object. Learned this from my good friend Chef Ramses Bravo, the executive chef at True North, where we have to cut up like 55 pounds of fruit every day. So you want a good cutting board. Holland Bowl Mill makes the best ones in my opinion. And of course, a good knife. So what you want to do, anytime you cut a round object, you got to make a stabilizing cut. In other words, because it rolls. And so you got to make a stabilizing cut. So now the round object doesn't roll. It stays flat. And so now what we do is we just kind of go around like this. And don't worry if I take a little bit too much of the good stuff off. I will go back after we're done filming this, and I promise you it's not going to go to waste. I will eat it. But that's what you want to do. You really need a sharp knife. It's really important. People don't cut themselves with sharp, not that they don't cut themselves with sharp knives, but the cuts from sharp knives aren't the same way as the cuts from dull knives where you'll tear the flesh. So you always want to have your knife sharpened professionally unless you know how to do it yourself. A lot of the cooking stores and the culinary schools and even places that sell cookware do knife sharpening. There's even people that actually have businesses that do what's it called when they come to your house, like a mobile, like the dog groomer, mobile knife sharpening. A lot of chefs do that. So you just go all the way around, and that is the easiest way to do it. I'm kind of sad that watermelon season is coming to an end. It's nothing like watermelon. It's my good friend Dr. Lyle's favorite. And so you can get as OCD as you want about getting the little white stuff off. And again, I will eat that or juice that or, blend it. I'm not gonna worry about that now, but just get as much of it off as you can. And then what you can do is start cutting it. Don't worry, my counter is clean. So I've got my pretty Tupperware crystal bowl. It's not real crystal. So now I'm just going to cut my watermelon. And again, how you cut it is up to you. I like my pieces to be sort of the same size so that they go into my mouth kind of evenly. So whatever that means to you. We'll just put it in the bowl. Again, there's no ratio, guys. It's really as much or as little of you want as the ingredients. So I'm just gonna make, oh, this looks like a good watermelon just based on the color. But isn't this a great way to cut watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew? So boom, boom, boom. And then I'm gonna turn it. And you know, you could cheat and get, you know, watermelon already cut up. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it's a lot more expensive when you do that. Believe it or not, Costco has some of the best watermelons. They just do. I don't know why. Sometimes Trader Joe's does as well. So we'll do one more row. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna fill that bowl. I don't know if you've ever had watermelon jerky, but you can actually dehydrate watermelon and it literally becomes like candy. If you remember those candies that I used to eat anyway when I was 10 years old in 1970, they were called Now and Later, and they were really chewy. Like if you're an adult and you have fillings, they'll actually, they're that chewy. Well, you can actually make your own watermelon jerky. You need to dehydrate in very large pieces though, because watermelon is mostly water, and if you dehydrate a small piece, you won't see anything on the dehydrator. You can even buy watermelon already dehydrated as watermelon jerky at Trader Joe's. It's very expensive. It's about $3.99 a bag. So now I have my watermelon, and now I'm going to add my fresh basil, or basil if you will. I'm using these wonderful herb scissors. You can find these in my Amazon store. This was a gift from my good friend Sharon McCrae, a PCRM cooking instructor. I just like to use it because it makes them pretty little ribbons. And of course I can teach you some knife skills called, what's it called, chiffonading, which is a way you can do it. But this just makes perfect ribbons every time. This is just some fresh organic basil or basil. It smells so good. I mean, it may sound like a weird combination, a savory herb with a sweet fruit, but I'll tell you, Kayla, it is such a great idea. So we'll just put this on top. And so what she did at the potluck is she only put the watermelon and the basil together. She did not dress it herself with the balsamic. She just told people to put it on, and that's what they did. Because again, I'm really a big fan of people adding their own dressing to things, because some people like a lot, some people like a little. So, and the thing is about these balsamics, especially California balsamic, they're so flavorful, you don't need a lot. I don't think I have ever in a recipe used more than 4 tablespoons, and that's a lot. A lot of times it's 1, it's 2. So there we go. You can see how pretty it looks with this. And then, now I'm going to dress it with the premium white, California balsamic. And I'm just gonna drizzle it, and that's it. But you see what I like about it is it didn't show up, but it's gonna make it nice and sweet and beautiful and delicious. So we'll just move that around. Excuse my fingers, but since I'm the only one eating this, well, maybe Charles, and I did wash my hands, I'm not too worried about it. So there you have it. Wonderful. Or it's wondrous. I don't know if it's wondrous or wonderful or both. Watermelon salad. Thank you, Kayla, for letting me do your recipe. And if you love watermelon like I love watermelon, check out episode 131 of Weight Loss Wednesday for the OMG watermelon salad. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, and I make healthy taste delicious so that you can have both the health and the body you so richly deserve. To your health. Wow, this smells good.